Hello everybody, this is Napa Fan here, and this is the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500 from the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway, the 4th annual event here on Thanksgiving morning. And today, on this lovely Thanksgiving day, we have a lot to be thankful for, and a lot of drivers looking to be thankful for a victory here at the end of the day in this 50-lap event around this 3-mile racetrack in Concord, Massachusetts. And I've said it so many times, and I'll say it again. This is my favorite special event to do every single year. And first of all, I'd like to say happy Thanksgiving to all you guys watching out there. Spend some time with your family, just be thankful for what you have, and we have a lot to be thankful for. And I'm alongside Alex Bonster. I'm very thankful that he's my friend and my co-commentator for today's event. This race usually sees a lot of separate packs and only a few guys who have a shot at victory near the end. But last year we had a caution late in the going, so what do you think we're going to see today? Do you think we're going to see that late caution, or will it be like past years where only a few guys have a shot to win it near the end of the event?
Well, personally, I would like to say I'm also thankful that you are my friend and my co-commentator, for one. And for two, this race is kind of like a gambling event. And most super speedways are like a big gambling event. You could say that there's going to be a caution with a couple laps to go, or maybe in the early going. You really can't adjust or even know for a fact like when it's going to happen. It'll just happen out of the blue, and then right then and there it sets up a complete different strategy game. But for today, I'm excited for this one.
I definitely am as well. And of course, there aren't any points coming to this race. It's just a special event, which means that the win is all that counts. And that's what makes these special events special. There are no points. You just got to go out there and get the win, and that's what everyone is going to be fighting for here today. There will be pit stops in this event. It's usually about a 15, 16, 14-lap fuel window here at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway, so it should be a 2-stop race here today. 50 laps of action, and of course there will be cautions if they happen to wreck, but there's a possibility it could be a caution-free race. You never know what you're going to expect here at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway, and this is the original Coca-Cola, not the place we went to last night, the Coca-Cola night, where they are very loose on that racetrack and they hit the outside wall. That doesn't happen near as often here when we are during the daytime, so it should be a lot calmer than last night's race for the Thanksgiving Eve 300, but either way, it's going to be a fun race. And I am excited to get this one started here this morning, November 22nd. I know for you guys who are watching the premiere right now that I'm not in the chat. That's because I'm working right now, making double and a half time. So there's a good reason why I'm working right now. But either way, we're ready to go here. We're ready to go for the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500. It's kind of surreal. It doesn't really feel like Thanksgiving should be here yet, but it is. And we're going to be thankful for it either way. And Nathan Stapleton is rather thankful that he grabbed the pole yesterday in qualifying. He is starting alongside Nathan Ormond in the number 88. This is Ormond's first start in quite some time, and I'm not entirely sure when his last start was, but he is there on the outside pole here for the Coca-Cola race on Thanksgiving morning. Row number 2 sees Ace Garcia, another guy we haven't seen in quite a while. Noah Cars in the number 94. His one and only career Napa Fan win came at Winchester in the ARCA Series last year. It's been about a year since that ARCA Series ran, so it's been a while for Noah Cars. Row number 3 sees the number 43 machine of Mitchell Carter, another guy who hasn't raced in a long time. He is alongside Fisher G in the number 25. Fisher G, a pretty solid driver. Last year, he ended up winning the final 2 events in the Truck Series, and he's got an ARCA win this year. And we got ourselves Elijah Gordon, defending Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, 2-time Chick-fil-A Cup Series champion, starting alongside Michael Canto in the number 66. Don't think he's ever won before in Napa Fan, but he is a very solid driver. Made the Chick-fil-A Cup Series chase, and right now is top 5 in the points in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. In row number 5, it's the number 10 of Luke Rainey, the 20 2017 IndyCar champion and the final ever NRLOA winner. Matter of fact, his last start in Napa Fan was that victory at the Homestead Miami Speedway. He's alongside the number 18, making his first career Napa Fan start here today, just like Jordan Lopez did in 2016 when he won this event. That is Jamison Thal in the 18 machine. Jordan Lopez in number 6, you see him right there. Nicholas Samadio in the 8, and Hergelarvin Alonso in the 22. Defending winners of this event, all 3 of them here today for Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! We're Green Flag Racing in the 2018 Thanksgiving 500.
Coming around to complete lap 1 here with the 93 car in the lead. That 93 is Ace Garcia, but of course here comes the 43 of Mitchell Carter and the 99 maybe of Mark Davidson. No, it looks like the 43 of Mitchell Carter is going to hold on to the lead here as we enter the second lap.
Oh, and around, back in there!
Oh,
and they were 4 wide. There goes Lopez around, the 28 machine. Nicholas Wade, heavy damage. Samadio spun around, defending race winner. 32 of Tyler Mallon in his first career Napa Fan start. He went around.
Nicholas Samadio involved as well.
And the number 2 of Mitchell Collins. And a sudden accident here at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway. It is definitely going to throw a monkey wrench into the rest of this event. That might be the earliest caution we have ever had in this event here in the Thanksgiving 500. Mitchell Carter won the race back to the line in the number 43 with Mark Davidson, Thomas Troxell, Justin Zeidel, and Shane Lake in his first career Napa Fan start, running 5th right now in the 71. 32 machine might have gotten a bit of this one. Oh, he did. I just remember saw Tyler Mallon there on the inside lane. The 88 of Nathan Orman might have gotten caught up. Seth Cole, his first start in a little while here on Napa Fan, the 44. And Alonso. I think all 3 of the defending race winners of the Thanksgiving 500 were involved in that accident. Quite an interesting event right there off of turn number 3. Nicholas Wade getting the worst of that one in the 28.
Man, that was a hefty crash right there.
Thankfully, I don't see too many guys with significant damage to their race cars. I see the 2 Penske guys here. Number 12 of Ryan Labonte, development driver of the Ryan Bautista, driver in the Arca Series. Got into it with Mitchell Collins in the 2 there. Expect some guys to come down. Actually, everybody's going to come down here. They're not wasting any time getting those fuel, those fresh tires. Getting those fuel. I know, I really am making sense right now, but either way, Mitchell Collins, should I say Mitchell Carter, comes down the pit lane in the first position.
It's just really weird to see them come down the pit lane early here for tires, fuel, and adjustments, but if this is going to play out to the strategy, then it just seems that it will be that case. As the 24 of Justin Zeidel is going to be the first off the pit lane with second Victoria Hamill.
So, a little bit of strategy play already. I think these guys took fuel only. Justin Zeidel, Victoria Hamill. And the way you have it spelled on your end, Alex, is not the way it's actually spelled, but either way, we wouldn't be able to fit it in the name bar, so it's just going to say V. Hamill for now. But we're saying it correctly. It's Victoria Hamill. It's just not spelled the way you think it is. Elijah Gordon, third off the pit lane. The number 60 machine. That is driven by Carter Friesen and Thomas Troxell, top 5 off the pit lane. We'll go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the day here in the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500. They were 4 wide coming off of turn number 2, and Mitchell Collins gets into rookie Jamison full in the 18. The 25 machine is up there. Fisher G. And Nathan Orman nowhere to go. And then Jordan Lopez cuts back down on the field. Tyler Mallon got clipped in the 32. And then Nicholas Samadillo and Mitchell Collins got into it. And Collins came down on the 28 machine of Nicholas Wade. For the most part, though, a lot of guys just spun around. Not too much major contact out of a lot of these guys, but a lot of them getting spun around back in there. 94, Noah Cars got spun around. The 7, I think, also got spun around. Noah Clifton. The 01, Daniel McMillan, the runner-up last year, by the way, in this event. The 90 of Alexander Rowe. A lot of the veteran drivers getting caught up in this accident on lap 2.
As you can see, 4 wide just really doesn't kind of work here. And Mitchell Collins is just squeezed up and just starts piling in. He gets into Samadillo, and here you can see he gets a little bit of air, and just everyone just starts spinning to the infield, which is a good thing. Don't get me wrong about that. But it's just really unfortunate to see so many drivers have their day completely out the window at this point, just in this one incident.
I truly think there are only a couple guys who are going to be majorly affected by this, and they include Nicholas Wade. You see the front-end damage to his race car there. That is massively unfortunate. I hate to see wrecks in special events, especially this one, because it only happens once a year, and you get the race only 2 laps in it, not even 2 laps, and it just kind of hurts for some of these guys. But a lot of these guys seem to have minimal damage, which is good. So hopefully, most of these guys will be able to continue here at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway. Justin Zeidel decided to take fuel only on his pit stop when they all came down the pit lane. And he is now the leader here in the Thanksgiving 500. After a few laps, we'll get back to racing here on Thanksgiving morning 2018. We are back here at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway in the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500 here on Thanksgiving morning 2018. It is Justin Zeidel leading the field as he took fuel only when they came down the pit lane under the caution. Victoria Hamill runs in the second position. Elijah Gordon. If there's anybody in this field that can win this race, it's Elijah Gordon, because his last Chick-fil-A Cup Series victory came at a SuperSpeedway at Talladega in season number 7. He went on to win the championship for the 2nd straight season with that one. He has since retired from Chick-fil-A Cup Series competition, but he still wants another victory, and this is definitely a big event to get a victory on. He wants to add to his resume by winning the Thanksgiving 500. Carter Friesen runs in 4th. He shouldn't even be here. He's Canadian. And then Nathan Stapleton, our pole sitter, is actually 5th off the pit lane in the number 97. We got Thomas Troxel, the number 20 machine of William Brock, the 93 of Ace Garcia, Trey Bartow in the number 4, and the 02 of Matthew Brown. The top 10 coming to the restart, lap 7 of 50 in the Thanksgiving 500.
The green flag comes back out here, the number 24 in the lead here, as number 24 of Justin Zeidel leading over Victoria Hamill in second. Third place looks to be that
Elijah Gordon, number 77, and they remain single file off the corner. Gordon to the inside of Hamill for second. He's got help from Nathan Stapleton on the inside lane. And so does Thomas Troxel helping those guys in the 75 with Ace Garcia behind him. And now 3 wide. Stapleton to the inside of Gordon and Friesen and Stapleton for third. He's going to take it away.
Yes, the big thing about this track also is that once you get a little bit on the outside, or you have the car in front of you having just a little bit of a peek of the nose on the inside, that's basically it for you. You're going to be shoved up on the outside, and that's going to completely mess up your entire race here. But as of right now, we got a little bit of a attempt for the lead here. Victoria Hamill going to the inside, number 24, Justin Zeidel.
And she's going to take it away from the number 24 machine. She's got a fast number 17 right there. Nathan Stapleton trying to run the outside lane, stay single file. Here comes the number 40, the only Dodge in the field of Andrew Ross. He's trying to take the points lead over in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. He's been doing very good over there in his rookie season. His first ever special event here. And he's going for his first career Napa fan win as well. Number 10 machine of Luke Rainey. You know he's good. He's won a big event before, that being the Indianapolis 250. And if you want to consider that last race of the NRLOA a big event, which I think you should, he's got that one in the books as well. The last time he raced on Napafan, he took the checkered flag, and he's going to take 4th away from Andrew Ross. There's a 0-0 of Diego Yepes. William Brock is here, Shane Lake and Thomas Troxel all in the top 10 right now. Here comes the 02 machine of Matthew Brown. The 42 is up here, of Sebastian Cucalon. We got the 11 of Chris Tejada, Ace Garcia. The 9 of Jonathan Wong. The 26 machine of Davey Johnson. Great to have Davey back in the race car. It's been a little while since he has raced on Napafan, but he's here. Jordan Lopez, 2016 winner, and the 31 machine of Zachary DeLello, all in the lead pack. I'm wondering, Trey Bartow with an issue. He's come down the pit lane.
Yeah, it looks like to be right now that these groups are just starting to divide up, and it looks like, so far with the number 8 in the lead group, that number 8 car of Nicholas Samadillo now about to get passed by the number 1 of Joe Rutkowski. It just looks like that some of these cars, especially ones like Samadillo that were caught up in an earlier wreck, are just slowing down the pack as we have a new leader here coming off of 4.
William Brock in the number 20. And you're right about Samadillo. That's very unfortunate for a defending winner. It looks like he gained a bit of too much damage in that accident to continue on at full pace, as all these guys are now passing him. Trying to mention all these guys here today. That's Wyatt Quayle in the 21 to the inside of Seth Cole. Rutkowski in the number 1 machine. He was alongside us for the Talladega online race a while ago, so you guys probably know him. Number 5, Adam Lewis is here. The 01 of Daniel McMillan, last year's runner-up. There's Noah Clifton. The 14 machine of Ryan Kendall back in action. And then the 90 of Alexander Rowe, 94 Noah Cars, Fisher G. Michael Canto back in here. The number 12, that car driven by Ryan Labani. And the 22 machine of Herjo Larvin Alonso 2015 winner Mitchell Collins and Tyler Mallon. And then you have Nathan Orman, Trey Bartow, and Keyshawn Richardson's back in action with the 43 of Mitchell Carter. Right now at the end of the field, an issue on that machine apparently. And so far, guys getting knocked out include the 18 of Jamison Thal. He was one of those guys initially involved in the accident. The 28 machine of Nicholas Wade. And no surprise there with him because he had significant damage. And Mark Davidson also out of the race. Mitchell Carter had an issue. He's now 3 laps down. And Trey Bartow a lap down as he had an issue. Now, we race speeds close to 250 miles per hour here. It is going to hurt the engine. So that's why we saw Nicholas Samadillo blow up last year. And that's why we saw Trey Bartow have an issue. That's why we saw Mitchell Carter have an issue.
As long as you're in a draft or even in the pack. As you can see with the leader here, the number 60...
Carter Friesen.
Yes, Carter Friesen. You can see he's kind of in that clean air at the moment. That's going to help the engine. But you also look at the 40 of Andrew Ross and many others as they're battling for the lead right now. You can actually find out that in the draft, it's going to hurt the engine because of all that dirty air. Once you get in the clean air, it kind of helps it out a little.
Trey Bartow hadn't even run that much before his issue. Same with Mitchell Carter. Mitchell Carter actually won the race back to the line under the caution. Now he's 3 laps down, but everybody else is still in the lead lap. But already, early on in this race, not many guys in the lead draft. It's already split up, and that was mainly because they were trying to get around Nicholas Samadillo, and honestly, they haven't done so. I think it's just a natural split, and I think Samadillo still has a fast race car, so... These guys, I don't think they've fallen off too much from the lead pack. They're a little bit smaller, but I just think they lost the draft. Simple as that, and they might have actually got split off because of Trey Bartow coming down the pit lane. Either way, Diego Yepes is out front in the 0-0. He's still going for his first career Napa fan win. Luke Rainey to the inside. Gonna go 2 in a row in his career here on Napa Fan. Like I said, his last win came in the final NRLOA race at Homestead. The Chick-fil-A Cup Series in September. It was the last time he raced on Napa Fan. Well, now he's leading here in the Thanksgiving 500.
Yeah, and don't forget William Brock on that number 20 right there. He's going to try and go for the lead here on the inside going into turn 1. Going to take a peek and is going to pass right for the lead there. Help draft right behind him was Andrew Ross in the number 40 along with another little pack right there. That inside line is the preferred line around here at Coca-Cola.
Definitely is. That number 97, Nathan Stapleton, looks strong. Andrew Ross, I am very impressed with him. And when we had this mod for the Dodge Throwback Series, and hello, Lap traffic, Nathan Ormond and Keyshawn Richardson getting in the way of our
back
leaders. And both of them getting held up. Both lines were blocked for a moment. They're now going to block the outside lane, and you got to watch out for impatience right here. They're double wide, and these guys stuck behind them, and here comes the second pack, Nicholas Amadeo. Oh, brother, they almost ran into each other right there. The 5 of Adam Lewis and Elijah Gordon. They're going to shuffle them out of line. A couple of guys still stuck behind. The 93 of Ace Garcia and the 75 of Thomas Troxel stuck behind Keyshawn Richardson. And Nathan Orman was the other guy. He's still holding these guys up. It's great news for defending champion Nicholas Amadeo. He is going to get by Orman, and I think he's going to rejoin the main pack here soon. But that split up the field, and we're coming up on the first set of green flag pit stops, so this is going to change everything.
Oh, it definitely is for a fact. Now that our new leader, I know crossing the line at the time was Luke Rainey. Now it's going to be Nathan Stapleton. This has really changed the pack for what it is. And as Stapleton leads, you can see Diego Yepes in the 00 right behind him. Going to try and maybe make a pass, but don't count out that number 9 either. Jonathan Wong or any other drivers that are trying to look on that inside draft and get a run to the inside.
Yeah, Jonathan Wong's a solid driver in this number 9. Avoided the accident, now running in the 3rd position, pushing Diego Yepes past Nathan Stapleton. We got Mitchell Carter now, a slow car here. It's like the Daytona 500 and the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. In the end of that race, we always have lap traffic come into play, and there we go. Jonathan Wong to the inside as Yepes got stuck behind Carter, and the 9 out front on lap 17 of 50.
This is really getting interesting here. It's Jonathan Wong, now your new leader. Victoria Hamill in 2nd. Andrew Ross still holding on to the 3rd spot, as you can see right here also. With Mitchell Carter holding up some of the pack, it's really creating drivers like Nicholas Amadeo, who was caught up in a wreck earlier, helping him gain back the momentum, get back into the lead draft, and potentially back into contention here for a win.
Yeah, the pack is very spread out right now. Nicholas Amadeo behind the 31 machine of Zachary DeLello. Sam Adeo's going to move himself inside the top 10 now. And I think he's going to have enough on the draft of everybody else. And here we go. Green flag pit stops for the first time today. It's still a 2-stop race from here, including this one. Nathan Stapleton down. Justin Zeidel, Jordan Lopez. The 02 of Matthew Brown. Seth Cole, Elijah Gordon. And the 01 of Daniel McMillan. Fisher G and Michael Canto farther back in the pack also come down. And we're under the first cycle of green flag pit stops here at Coca-Cola. And this is where things always get interesting. Stapleton was the highest guy in the field who came down this time. The pole sitter has that first pit stop, bit of an advantage for him right there. But will this be a disadvantage? Because he didn't really have any drafting help coming into the pit lane.
Well, it kind of really varies here because you want to try and get off the pit lane with at least one person. We got a car blowing up here.
That is Thomas Troxel in the 75, an issue on his machine. And I don't believe that this is because of contact. The green flag is still out. And just like Nicholas Amadeo last year, like I said earlier on, these engines cannot handle these high speeds that they're running. And that should not bring out a caution. He should go to the pit lane here. And the lights are not coming on the safety trucks, and we remain green. That is an unfortunate break for Thomas Troxel, as he will get knocked out after blowing an engine here at Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's rather unfortunate, and that's something you just definitely hate to see happen to a driver like that, especially when you're at the high stakes of winning a race like this. And quite rather unfortunate, especially during the first cycle of green flag pit stops, no less. I really was hoping good things, but unfortunately, it just ended in a bad day for him, and that's really unfortunate, but continuing forward, and smoke among us. Looks like we had some contact on the pit lane. Someone hitting that inside.
We did, and the caution's still not out for whatever it might have been. Looks like somebody got spun around entering the pit lane, and that's not the first time we've seen that either. Either way, there's Stapleton in the number 97. He was the first guy off of the first guys who came down the pit lane. And we got a dog barking in the background here, but these guys easily beat off Stapleton. Luke Rainey in the number 10, along with Victoria Hamill and the 1 of Joe Rutkowski. I believe they are the top 3, or will be the top 3 once this whole thing finally cycles through. But here come the final guys. Jonathan Wong in the 9 first off, with the 42 now of Sebastian Coca-Cola. The 21 almost getting spun off there by the 11. That is Wyatt Quayle, the 11 machine of Chris Tejada, the 31 of Zachary DeLello off Nicholas Amadio, and the 00 of Diego Yepes. But, oh, you know what? I think they might get out ahead of these guys. There's Luke Rainey. There's Victoria Hamill, and there's Joe Rutkowski, full speed off the racetrack. And they're going to close in right on these guys who came off the pit lane to the outside. They're all going to get around them. Here comes Victoria Hamill. They're all going to surpass these guys, and there might be an issue on that 42. Seems like he's holding up these guys. Sebastian Coca-Cola might have an issue. Everybody's driving around on the outside of these guys now. To the inside goes the 21 of Wyatt Quayle, and they might have just had a hard time getting up to speed, the 42 team. Either way, it's all cycled through, and Jonathan Wong is now the leader here in the Thanksgiving 500, with Joe Rutkowski, Luke Rainey, Victoria Hamill, and Justin Zidell the top 5, and they are split off from each other quite a bit. You're going to have a big pack here. And I think Sam Adio and Yepes might be able to close in on these guys, and if that's the case, they're probably going to close in on the lead draft, so we're still going to have a lot of guys in contention for this win, but the list of guys in contention is a lot smaller now than it was earlier on, and Nathan Stapleton, like I said, he actually didn't lose too much, but he lost a little bit of ground right there, and all because he came down before everybody else. That affected him in that number 97.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. I mean, you know, sometimes it'll help you, but other times it will hurt you. And with Jonathan Wong being the last one down, it definitely helped him, as we now have a battle for the lead here with the number 1 and the number 9 of Jonathan Wong.
And Rutkowski to the lead in the number 1. This is the car that won the 2016 event with Jordan Lopez. So it's probably a pretty good car to have in the Thanksgiving 500. And Joe Rutkowski going for his second career Napa fan win. His first came in the Turkey Hill Series at Richmond. But Luke Rainey to the inside, looking to take the lead away from number 1. He's not going to have the inside, and Rutkowski's going to stay out front. Lap 23 of 50, going to be complete right here. How about Matthew Brown in the 02, running 6th right now. It's a great run for him. He's going for his first career Napa fan win. He's a rookie in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. His first run's on Napa fan over there. But you got to watch out for this pack right here. They're going to be significantly faster than these 6 guys all split off from each other, and I think everybody from right now the 21 machine of Wyatt Quayle on up to the leader has a shot at getting this victory here today.
Oh yeah, without a doubt that there's going to be someone to get a shot at the victory today. I mean, it just depends on the draft. You know, drafting is very important, very key here at this track. And I mean, we've seen what it has done to help winners and hurt people in the past.
Rutkowski holding on pretty well. I think these guys are hoping that Victoria Hamill, Justin Zidell, and Matthew Brown will close into him pretty shortly here. Here comes the lead pack on Mitchell Collins, who was involved in that accident on lap 2. He is significantly slower than the rest of the field here, but it looks like a majority of these guys will get away from him. Nicholas Samadio might be blocked here by the 2. No. He will get that inside on Mitchell Collins. He was slowed up a little bit. He's going to have Carter Friesen helping him on that inside lane. And the 31 machine, Zachary DeLello and Sebastian Coca-Cola getting held up by Mitchell Collins right now. DeLello really slowed up by the 2 as we're going to close in halfway through the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500. It's led by Joe Rutkowski at the halfway point of the race.
Yeah, Joe Rutkowski doing a really great job here today. Being in the lead, having a great strategy pull so far, and having a drafting partner like Jonathan Wong may help as well.
And there might be an issue on Luke Rainey. He majorly fell off from the top 2, and we have a yellow on the racetrack. And a big wreck somewhere around the racetrack. Jordan Lopez, the 90 machine of Alexander Rowe, Andrew Ross, and the 26 of Davey Johnson. And the race back to the line will be won by Joe Rutkowski. All of these guys actually crossed the start-finish line after the caution had come out. And you know what that does? It brings all these guys back into contention. They're not split up anymore, and they're all going to be on each other for this next restart. So halfway through the Thanksgiving 500, and a wreck. It happened in, I think, the 3rd pack back, because Jordan Lopez and those guys were in that 3rd pack back in there. And it does appear that they did not figure it out too well, unfortunately. And this is an opportunity for these guys to come down right here, but they're still going to have to make another stop after this, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here, because they had just come down the pit lane.
It really shakes up how this strategy is going to go. It depends on if they're going to pit again, if they're going to stay out. Who knows? It's possible that they might pit again.
Joe Rutkowski, Jonathan Wong, Nathan Ormond, and Keyshawn Richardson both going a lap down right there. Luke Rainey is third. Then it's Victoria Hamill, Justin Zidell, Matthew Brown, William Brock, Nathan Stapleton, and the 00 of Diego Pez, and a split strategy right there.
Leader going on pit road.
Oh boy. Nicholas Amadeo is going to end up in the top 5 after all this, so he's going for 2 in a row. That's why we're focusing on him quite a bit here tonight. And he might have a shot at victory for the second straight year in this event. We'll focus on these guys, see where they come off in relation to each other. And we'll review the accident that brought out the second caution of the day here in the Thanksgiving 500. There's Stapleton in the number 97.
That first pit lane really hasn't helped him a lot today here, especially on green flag pit stops.
And the one green flag pit stop he had, he did lose a bit of ground to the leaders, and the winner off the pit lane is number 31 of Zachary DeLello. Victoria Hamill, Luke Rainey, Joe Rutkowski, and then the 42 machine of Sebastian Kukulon. A lot of guys stayed out, including Jonathan Wong, who is now our race leader. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the second. Not that far ahead quite yet. Hopefully we won't get a third here today for our second caution of the day here in the Thanksgiving 500. The number 26 of Davey Johnson had an issue, and he began to significantly slow down. Mitchell Carter in the 43 avoids him, but Jordan Lopez has nowhere to go. He gets into the 26, and Davey Johnson loses it. Through turn number 4, into the outside wall he goes, and these guys are coming into this corner at 240 miles per hour.
Now my question is, was it an engine problem that caused him to lose his pace?
He might never know, because he's going to get a big hit right here from the number 40 of Andrew Ross. That's a tough break for Andrew Ross. He was running up front earlier on. My goodness, that is hard.
That is terrible. Hopefully Andrew Ross okay after that.
Alexander Rowe just barely clipped that. I think he blew a tire because he goes straight into the outside wall right here. Yeah, he gained some damage right there. I think this might have been the only 4 guys involved, and there would have been more hadn't the 40 not hit Davey Johnson as hard as he did. Actually, you know what? The 14 also got a piece of that one. Ryan Kendall with heavy damage. But still, that could have been a lot bigger than what it ended up being. But still, it's going to take out a lot of guys here in the Thanksgiving 500.
Yeah, I mean, we'll never know what happened. In my opinion, I believe engine problem probably caused this or something, and then just contact, nowhere to go, and then just a horrible, horrible hit here by Andrew Ross, hoping both those drivers are okay. Just, man, that was a bad hit.
I will say, we're racing a video game, so they're okay. That's the way I like to play it. And Alexander Rowe in the 90, Andrew Ross in the 40, Ryan Kendall in the 14, Jordan Lopez, the 2016 winner in the 6, and Davey Johnson in the 26, all involved in an accident, and I think they're all going to be out at the end of the day after that one. Going to have an interesting little scenario here for the rest of this race. Jonathan Wong stayed out, Rutkowski came down, Wong is going to be the race leader, and last year's winner, Nicholas Amadeo, is in the top 5. But everybody still has to make another stop before the end of this race. Let's see what happens in the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500. Back to racing at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway. We'll have 20 laps to go in the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500. Everybody still has to make one more stop in the race, but some guys are going to make it a lot earlier than others. Those guys who came down the pit lane, they can go up until 5 laps to go in this race before they have to make their next pit stop. All of these guys stayed out. It's going to be pretty soon, probably. Maybe within 10 laps here. But Jonathan Wong, the leader, in the number 9. With William Brock, Diego Yepes, Number 11 of Chris Tejada. Nicholas Samadeo, the defending race winner. The 21 machine of Wyatt Quayle. Shane Lake in the 71. The 31 machine of Zachary DeLella, who was the first guy off the pit lane. Victoria Hamill and Luke Rainey. That's the top 10 coming to the line with 20 laps to go in the 2018 Thanksgiving 500. Let's see who gets it done in these final 20 laps.
With the green flag back out here, we go back underway here, and it already looks like some passing is going to be done here. Just as the cars cross the line, you got drivers diving out here, like the number 21 car of Wyatt Quayle already making a move on Samadeo.
Nicholas Samadeo might not be as fast as the rest of these guys because he was involved in that first accident, so we'll have to see what he can do as this race goes along. William Brock trying to the inside of Jonathan Wong. He's not going to get it, and Wong will clear for the lead.
And great job here by Jonathan Wong so far, but also don't forget, coming onto the front stretch here, I could open up the opportunity for William Brock to take the lead, and with Wyatt Quayle right behind him, I don't see that being possible. Here we go. William Brock going right for the lead.
And William Brock looking to take it away from the number 9. William Brock's career is very interesting. His only wins have come at Charlotte. He wants that to change here today and get a special event victory in the Thanksgiving 500 at Coca-Cola to the inside of the 9 for the lead. He's going to take it away. Nicholas Samadeo's up here in the 8. And you know he can win this race because he won it last year. Victoria Hamill, she is definitely the driver of the day in my opinion. Didn't really expect much out of her. It's only her second career start. Her first career start was this race last year. Well, she's just going to go ahead and take the lead away from William Brock and the 17 to the point on lap 32 of 50 here at Coca-Cola.
Here goes Joe Rakowski for the battle for second, maybe even going up for the lead here, as he's going to try and get to the inside of Luke Rainey as best as possible, take that second position, but it looks like he may fall in line. No. Looks like he may. Nope. Nope.
Oh, somebody, I think, might have had a bit of an issue. They kind of split it up a little bit. They're trying to race around Trey Bartow. Bartow is a lap down in the 4, and I think somebody slipped up through the corner, and it split the pack up a little bit. It might have been Sam Medeo in the 8 or William Brock in the 20.
It's possible.
I don't know what happened there, but something definitely happened entering that corner. Luke Rainey to the point. Joe Rutkowski second. Matthew Brown third. And they're all single file coming to lap 34 of 50 here at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway.
Looks like that that 0-2 car is going to go right for second place. 0-2. Matthew Brown, no, he's going to fall in line. Trey Bartow, the lap car, maybe going to try and make a battle here to try and get back in the lead lap. Doesn't look like it. Here goes Joe Rutkowski. He was going to try and take a peek to the inside for the lead, but it doesn't look like he's going to make it. Look out for that 0-0, I believe, down there. Diego Yepez. No, here goes Matthew Brown for second. No, it looks like Matthew Brown and Joe Rutkowski going for 3 wide for the lead.
And Luke Rainey shuffled out of line, and Matthew Brown got it to work down the backstretch. Takes it away from Rutkowski. And Trey Bartow wants this to happen. He wants to get around Matthew Brown, and then for the caution to come out. He wants to get back on that lead lap. Because right now, he is only 1 lap down. We don't have a lucky dog here in NR 2003, so you gotta do it manually, and that number 4 might do it if the caution plays out at the perfect time, if it plays out at all. Yepez for second, he's got it right now. The number 5 of Adam Lewis is right now third. Zachary DeLello, Nathan Stapleton's back up here. Wyatt Quayle, Shane Lake, and Carter Friesen on the inside lane.
All these guys really battling it out. Matthew Brown going to try and see if he can hold the lead for as long as he can. Diego Yepez already about to get passed here by the number 5 of Adam Lewis. It's going to get interesting.
It will. Yepez on the outside, help from Zachary DeLello, but Adam Lewis will have the inside entering turn 1. Seth Cole is still in this lead draft right here. I think he still has a shot at victory. He's never won before on Napa Fan. He raced in Season 5 of the Chick-fil-A Cup Series, but didn't get a W over there. He's going for his first career Napa Fan win. I know he's got a lot of offline wins and a lot of online wins, but none of them have come on Napa Fan. I don't think any of his offline wins or online wins have come on Napa Fan either. So we'll have to see if Seth Cole has a shot. Watch out for him, though, in the number 44. We're going to have 15 to go. We have 15 to go right now. It's going to be 14 to go next time by for Matthew Brown in the 0-2.
So here's my question to come. Who is going to pit and when are they going to
And there you go. There's your question answered right there. William Brock ducked right down with 15 laps to go. He should be able to make it to the end. But this is very early for the number 20, but expect a lot more guys to come down here shortly. Because I think some of these guys might not be able to make it too much longer.
Adam Lewis, new leader right here.
He took it away from Diego Yepez and Matthew Brown. Yepez is second. Wyatt Quayle is third. Matthew Brown, and then Shane Lake, the top 5. Yepez to the inside of Trey Bartow. But Adam Lewis holding on to the lead right now in number 5.
Yeah, it's becoming really good.
Yepez down. Shane Lake, Wyatt Quayle, Jonathan Wong, Chris Tejada, Nicholas Samadillo, all down the pit lane, all on each other as well. They should be able to stay in this draft. Ooh, a bit of a slowdown right there as the 21 of Wyatt Quayle is trying to come down the pit lane, and Samadillo got slowed up quite a bit right there. We'll have to see if that affects him at all. The leader right now is still Adam Lewis. Trey Bartow a lap down. Matthew Brown in second. And then a big gap between second and third. Right now, Zachary DeLello on Carter Friesen.
Yeah, this may play out in the number 4 of... I'm butchering the race right now. The number 4, Trey Bartow.
Whoever's knocking is butchering it up for us right now. But Trey Bartow, he's trying to get around Adam Lewis here. Nobody came down this time. So that is definitely very interesting right there. And I think a lot of these guys did not stay out. Yikes! They're trying to get on the one of Joe Rutkowski, and I don't quite know what happened there. They tried to get around somebody, and they got slowed up, and they almost wrecked as they were going 3 wide. Having a hard time following these guys, but top 2 right now, Adam Lewis and Matthew Brown. And they're going to close right in on Keyshawn Richardson and Nathan Ormond. Adam Lewis on the outside. Will he make it stick on the outside of the lap traffic? He won't. Nathan Ormond is going to get held up.
Maybe.
Here comes the 4. Trey Bartow trying to get around these leaders. He wants that caution to come out, and here comes Stapleton and all these guys. They close right up on the leaders. Matthew Brown pulls away as they're all stuck behind the lap traffic. Bartow gets away. Adam Lewis gets away. And now none of the guys in the second packet close into the 2 leaders.
This is getting good here. I mean, these battles going out. What? We only have 10 laps left in the race?
We will have 10 laps to go next time by. Victoria Hamill in the 17, Carter Friesen, Justin Zeidel, Elijah Gordon still in this thing, Seth Cole in the 44. You gotta remember, all these guys still have to make another stop. Here comes Bartow, Adam Lewis, Elijah Gordon down. No, Gordon faked them out. And the 7 of Noah Clifton as well. So Adam Lewis, the first guy of those guys who came down under the caution, is now down the pit lane. 10 laps to go. And the leader is still Matthew Brown in the 0-2, going for his first career Napa fan win here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew Brown currently has a solid lead right now over second place, but that can only be said for a certain amount of time, considering the pack's only going to build up from here, and at that point, it's going to almost be game over for him when the pack catches back up with him.
The thing is, he's got this big lead at the perfect time because these guys are going to be coming down the pit lane here, so he might be at the advantage.
It's
might
possible,
keep that lead. He might keep that lead. He's going to stay out here. Victoria Hamill down. Luke Rainey down. Zachary DeLello, Sebastian Kukalon, they're down the pit lane. Still a lot of guys yet to make a stop, and this thing is going to get so split up for the finish of this race. I don't know who's going to win it until the very end. Matthew Brown still out front, but here comes Justin Zeidel and Elijah Gordon, closing right in on the 0-2, and very fast as well.
Elijah Gordon, I mean, that would be really great to see him win this race. Out of nowhere, just Elijah Gordon wins the Thanksgiving 500, but also at the same time, I'd love to see Matthew Brown get his first Napa fan victory here, and he gets a battle from the number 24 here. This could be a good battle for the lead, and the number 24, Justin Zeidel.
Zeidel takes the lead, and nobody comes down here. Rutkowski, a very late decision, but he's going to do it right there. And he spins it. He spun it on the pit lane. And that might end his chances of getting the victory. Oh my goodness. I've never seen that before. An offline race where a guy spins by himself on the pit lane. I've had it happen to myself in online races before, but my goodness, Joe Rakowski just a little too edgy right there. Justin Zeidel still leading the field. He still has to make his stop here. Do you want to stay out this late?
Honestly, I don't think it would be a bold move right there unless he has the fuel. If he's going to stretch the fuel mileage here, it doesn't look like it. Elijah Gordon's going to go down to the pit lane now. Elijah Gordon says it's time.
Seth Cole, Nathan Stapleton, and the 0-1 of Daniel McMillan all coming down the pit lane. Remember, McMillan is the runner-up from last year. Watch out for him possibly getting a shot at this. Something happened to Tyler Mallon. I don't know what it was, but we're still green flag racing. Matthew Brown's yet to come down. Carter Friesen's yet to come down. Justin Zeidel as well. Ace Garcia's yet to come down. And I'm wondering if the first gal that got off the pit lane of this guys was Victoria Hamill, because she's leading the rest of this field right now in the number 17. They close in on here, Jalarvin Alonso. They got away from him pretty easily.
It's possibly possible something could happen here, as now the leaders, Justin Zeidel, Matthew Brown, and others finally get on the pit lane.
Carter Friesen, Ace Garcia, they're going to be the final guys to do so. Here are the guys who came down earlier. And I think they won off from Elijah Gordon. It's Elijah Gordon, Seth Cole, the 0-1 of Daniel McMillan. Will they get out ahead of Victoria Hamill? That's the big question right here, and they are going to be in contention to win this thing.
Elijah Gordon, what would it be for him to win this race? Would be amazing to see.
This guy has done so much on Napa-Fan. It's unbelievable. Yeah. 2 championships in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Oh, he's got some damage in that 77. I'm wondering if that was from the first accident. We'll have to see. I'm pretty sure this is for the lead. Here are the guys coming off right now. Justin Zeidel, Matthew Brown, and the 60 machine of Carter Friesen. But will they have enough on these guys? Oh my, they will.
McMillan to the point here.
McMillan to the point of the guys who came off earlier. But Justin Zeidel is miles ahead of the rest of the field right now. The thing is, he has no help. And there's still 5 laps to go here at Coca-Cola.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this can be possible. I mean, Zeidel, if he wins, that'd be amazing. But, like, I can't see him. I'm not saying I can't see him winning. I just can't see him winning without any help, because you need help here. And it looks like he might get it with these lap cars. I
don't know if the lap cars are fast enough, though. And Zeidel might drive away from him. Matthew Brown is second. Luke Rainey and this big, roaring pack leading it in 3rd place right now. Seth Cole, Victoria Hamill, Daniel McMillan, Zachary DeLello, Trey Bartow a lap down, Carter Friesen. Elijah Gordon fell off just a little bit from this lead pack. Not sure if anything happened to him or not. But Justin Zeidel's trying to pull away from the rest of the field, but he's got no help at all. Matthew Brown's going to get caught up by this lead draft, and all these guys are going to mount a charge on the 24 for this victory. It's going to be 4 laps to go for Justin Zeidel here in the Thanksgiving 500. 4 laps to go of the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway.
Now, it's not really the fact of the timing that could be right. It's more a fact of how much of the lap car is going to hold up. As you're kind of seeing right here, this could kind of help Zeidel get away a little.
Oh boy, it was close right there with Alonso, but it didn't happen. And these guys will get that single file line and drive away from the lap traffic. McMillan held up a little bit in the 0-1, but he'll get to the inside as well. And I think all these guys still have a slim shot at winning. And look at this. They're going to close right up on Justin Zeidel before this race is over. It's going to be 3 laps to go next time by in the Thanksgiving 500 for Justin Zeidel. Luke Rainey to the inside with Matthew Brown for second. Victoria Hamill. Seth Cole is here as well. They're all going to stay with each other, and they're also going to have a shot at the victory with 3 to go at Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the lap traffic would have helped a little bit, but it hasn't really, as we kind of saw there with Alonso and Matthew Brown. Matthew Brown was just saying, hey, get out my blood. I'm going here.
Luke Rainey trying to close in on Justin Zeidel. They're going to close in on Mitchell Collins again. They're going to dive to the inside of him. And I think everyone from Carter Friesen on up still has a shot. And for the lead, Luke Rainey on Justin Zeidel coming to 2 laps to go and around. There goes the 2. Seth Cole and McMillan involved. And this is for the win. Matthew Brown will not get to the inside, and Luke Rainey is going to go 2 in a row. Luke Rainey will win the Thanksgiving 500 here at Coca-Cola.
That's amazing. Way to go, Luke Rainey.
Just like that, the race can end. Now, given that something does not happen to Luke Rainey in these final 2 laps, he will be the winner here today in the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500, an Indianapolis 250 champion. It looks like he's going to add another huge race to his resume. And Seth Cole had a shot at victory, got caught up with Mitchell Collins. And Daniel McMillan, Diego Yepes as well, Mallon and Shane Lake with damage, and Collins getting in the way again.
Man,
Just wasn't Mitchell Collins' day here at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway.
But man, what a race right there. It all came down to who was going to hold on, and it looks like for Luke Rainey, it's going to be another win for him. And you know what? That's just awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy to see Luke Rainey win. You know, adds another win on his Napa fan resume. Adds another more experience under his regime. He's just moving forward at this point.
He definitely is. IndyCar champion, won 2 races in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series last year in his rookie season, including the finale race at Homestead. And it looks like he's going to get this one here today at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the 3rd and final caution of the race here in the Thanksgiving 500 for 2018. And it does appear that Mitchell Collins was trying to come down, and Seth Cole got right into him down the back straightaway. And Seth Cole did not lift off, and the caution did not come out for a little while. Right there is where it actually came out. And Seth Cole got spun around. They tried to save it. Actually, Carter Friesen and Zachary DeLello got caught up as well. And these guys come up the racetrack, and Daniel McMillan has absolutely 0 place to go in that 0-1. That's such a tough break for our runner-up from last year. Isn't going to get it done this year either. And right there, Tyler Mallon on Seth Cole.
And the 44 just, and the
Shane
2...
Lake. Oh, boy. Bowling alley opened up again here at Coca-Cola.
The 01 goes up and over. The 01 actually barrel rolls here.
Yeah, Sebastian Kukulan avoided that one in the 42.
Man.
Yepes got spun around. McMillan.
Yepes got spun around and got a car right on his roof.
McMillan got the worst of it in the 01, no question about it. Wyatt Quayle as well. Tyler Mallon took a hard hit. So did Seth Cole, and Shane Lake went upside down with Mitchell Collins right there. It was the instigator of that one to bring out the caution to end the race a couple laps early.
Yeah, there's no lift here for Seth Cole getting into the 2 and just nowhere to go in the end. And with all this incident happening, look at the high speed here. Boom! Seth Cole goes up and over. Collins gets up and over. The 01 of McMillan flipping down the track. This was a carnage. This was just carnage.
Adam Lewis as well in the 5. Just an unfortunate accident. Chris Tejada in the 11 also got caught up in that one as well. Another wild Thanksgiving 500, but for the first time ever, it's going to end under caution. Let's go ahead and get the official finish of the race. Luke Rainey, the leader. Let's hope that he can keep it alive and not blow up coming to the line here at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway. Well, it's going to end under caution for the first time ever, but it will be Luke Rainey. Another huge win added to his resume. He has won the Indianapolis 250, the IndyCar Championship, the final race in the NRLA, the Chick-fil-A 500 in Season 7, and now the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500 goes to Luke Rainey in the number 10. He gets it done at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway.
This was a great race. Don't get me wrong. Like, there were a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but in the end, it just was a great race. Everything played out in Luke Rainey's favor. In the end, he ends up with a win in the NRLA Thanksgiving 500.
No, the NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500.
Well, NOFSRL, sorry, yeah. Remember, this was on NRLA last year, and now this is on NOFSRL. That's something I'm going to have to get used to.
You will never be forgotten, NRLA, and especially by this guy, because the last time the NRLA ran a race, Luke Rainey won. And he gets it done again. That's actually 2 in a row for him. He hasn't raced since that finale race. He's doing pretty good. I'm looking forward to seeing him next season in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. I think he's going to be a solid driver. But either way, the official standings of the event, and it was a pretty crazy one here tonight, or here today, whenever you're watching. We're doing this at 9:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now on Monday night, so it's kind of late, but either way, Luke Carrini the winner, Matthew Brown, Victoria Hamill, Justin Zeidel, Elijah Gordon, William Brock, Pole Sitter Nathan Stapleton finishing 7th, Jonathan Wong, Zachary DeLello, and Carter Friesen, the top 10 here today. Nicholas Amedeo, last year's winner, the highest finisher of the past 3 champions of this event, finishing 13th. Take a look at the rest of the results right there, and we had a lot of big wrecks. Only 3 cautions in a 50-lap event at a 3-mile racetrack. But yet half the field failed to finish. That's a bit excessive. But you know what? It's the way the Thanksgiving 500 is sometimes. And Luke Rainey is pretty happy. He survived the carnage to come on with the victory. And, I'll give you a chance to, say what you're thankful for, Alex. Because it is Thanksgiving Day, and I think it's very important to tell everybody what we're thankful for, I should say, here on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. I am definitely thankful for having you as not only a friend, but a nice co-commentator on the side. Very thankful for the NOFSRL. I did remember saying the NOFSRL this time.
You got it right, man.
Yeah, I got it right. But I'm thankful for them. It's a nice group of people to be around, have nice jokes with, have fun with, and having these races like this, it's very thankful for that. I'm also very thankful for my family as well, helping me out with everything that they can. And, I'm just very thankful for, all the good luck that has happened through me this year, all the goodness, and, I'm just thankful for that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm thankful for you guys, mainly. You guys helped me through quite a bit, and I deal with a lot of mental issues, I will say that. I don't come out on it too often, but, you kind of all do, and you guys helped me go through that, and God bless every single one of you. I couldn't do it without you guys, and it's amazing what this channel has become over the years. I mean, I remember doing the first one of this, and we still got the whole thing filled up in the first year, 5 years ago, and since things have changed since the first time I did this, it still feels very much the same, and that's such a huge thing for me, because I definitely call into the past a lot more than some people do. I have a hard time letting go of it, and this thing is like that one thing that kind of is a key to the past. And if you ever wonder why I'm so big on those veterans, it's some nostalgic kind of thing. Like, seeing Nicholas Amedeo win last year was definitely huge for me, because he won, when I first started out, and it just brought me back to those times where things were a lot simpler for me, and that's what this does. And I can't thank you guys enough for just being there, for supporting me, and I love every single one of you. You do so much for me, even though you don't do that much realistically. You still do a lot, and thank you for supporting this channel, for liking what I do. It just makes it so much more enjoyable, and it just makes me feel alive. Simple as that. But on a different note, I'm very thankful for my family. They're very supportive of me, and changing colleges next year, that's a big step in life, and they've been there to support me and everything, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for everything that God has blessed me with, and the great friends, the great people I'm around. I don't know what I'd do without them, and God bless you all. That's all I can say, and congratulations to Luke Rainey, getting it done here today at the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway. Well, Thanksgiving 500 weekend is not over, because tomorrow we got the ARCA Series from Pocono. Schedule change on that one. It's actually going to be at noon tomorrow on Black Friday. Truck race will still be at 6 p.m. Eastern. But other than that, yeah, have a great weekend. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And Alex, thank you very much for joining me here today. Final thoughts on the race here from the Coca-Cola SuperSpeedway.
It's going to wrap up today's race here. And it's definitely been a good one. Congratulations to you, Luke Rainey, on your win. And thank you all so much for watching this. Napa fan, finish us out on this one.
Yeah. No points. Special event. Happy Thanksgiving. And on behalf of Alex Bonington, congratulations to Luke Rainey on winning the 2018 NOFSRL Thanksgiving 500. So, have a happy Thanksgiving. That's all I can say. Spend some time with your family and just be thankful for what you have. I will see you guys later.